Yeah, I like my shirt. Hey guys, it's Andy, and today I want to share a quick story with you guys about how I became vegan, when I became vegan, and whatnot. Probably go into some details about how I felt when I first started, all the way up until now, and probably some of the things I learned along the way. I don't know. So, yesterday was my vegan anniversary. Some people call it veganversary, which I think is adorable and cute. I don't know who came up with that, but yeah, yesterday was my veganversary, and so I became vegan March 25th, 2011. It was a Sunday night, and prior to that I was a vegetarian, but I wasn't vegetarian for too long because I'm the type of person who naturally just asks questions when things are bothering me. Like, my brain just started asking questions, and I don't stop until I get the answer. So that's just how I've always been ever since I was a kid. It always got me in trouble, but hey, it got me to veganism. I think I might have explained some of this. I might have explained the story like in an older video, but I'm kind of nervous whenever I find out that people are watching some of my older videos, because I'm like, don't watch those videos. Like, it's kind of embarrassing because I'm pretty sure I was recording my content with a GMO potato. So yeah, I'm trying to step my game up just a little bit as far as quality and sound and stuff like that, but that's besides the point. So yeah, it all started March 25th, 2012, and I was already vegetarian, and then I started asking questions like, I don't understand why some people are vegan. I heard of vegans. There was actually a girl in my high school, her name was Allison, and she was like really lean. Her hair was like long and beautiful and blonde, and she wasn't naturally blonde. She used to dye her hair, but still, like, she just had like amazingly beautiful hair. And she was like really lean and skinny, and she was the first vegan I've ever met in my life. And I thought it was awesome because like she was just like really different. Like, she stood out to me from everybody else. And I believe I still have her. I'm still friends with her on Facebook, but I don't know what she's doing now, but I haven't been keeping up lately. I just remember that she definitely stood out to me, and she was kind of like a role model to me, and she planted that seed in my head. On the 25th of March 2012, I went on, it just was bothering me. I didn't understand why people were vegan, and I didn't understand what they believed in. And so I just kept asking the question in my head, what do vegans believe in? What do vegans believe in? And so we live in the 21st century where we now have the internet, which is amazing. We have access to information, and YouTube is just fucking amazing. And so I went on YouTube. I believe I typed up vegan speech, just like that. Like, I didn't type up what vegans believed in. I didn't type up vegan. I just typed in vegan speech because I wanted someone to explain to me. I wanted to hear it in the speech why people were vegan. Like always, I ended up finding what I was looking for, and I stumbled across a video called The Best Speech You Will Ever Hear by Yourofsky. I believe that was like the first video or second video that popped up. And I clicked on it. It was like an hour and something minutes. I forgot how long it was, but it was over an hour. I haven't watched that video in some time now, but yeah, I watched that video, and then I watched the Q&A session, which is just awesome. But from the beginning to the end, I was just hooked on the screen, and I was like on an emotional roller coaster watching the whole speech from the beginning to the very end. And I was like, wow, this resonates with me so much. Like, this makes so much sense to me, and this just resonates with everything that I agree with, everything that I believe in, and everything that, yeah, pretty much just everything that I believe in and stand for. I became a vegan within an hour. Actually, even like halfway through the speech, I already knew like this made so much sense to me, and I already knew that this is what I wanted to do with my life. This is something that I wanted to transition into. I really strongly recommend for all you non-vegans and vegetarians out there to go watch that speech. Forget about this video. If you're watching this video and you're not vegan, stop this video right now and go watch The Best Speech You Will Ever Hear by Yourofsky. Yourofsky is pretty much Yourofsky. That video just blew my mind, and it was just like very eye-opening, and it was just a big wake-up call. It was like, fuck everything else that's going on in my life right now. Fuck celebrities, fuck makeup, fuck hair, fuck everything that everybody is telling me right now. This man right here is telling me everything that I need in order to progress in life, and in order to align my belief with my values. And so that happened for me perfectly. And like I said, I became vegan. I transitioned into becoming a vegan in less than an hour, and I give myself a little credit for that because it takes a lot of time, sometimes even years, for people to transition into becoming vegan, because a lot of people say that it's hard, it's extreme, and blah 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 blah. But if you think about it, being non-vegan is the extreme way, because we're killing so many animals, driving so many animals to extinction, destroying the rainforest, polluting the oceans, creating ocean dead zones, and contributing to world hunger. It's just, we have like so much fucked up shit going on in the world because we're not eating our natural diet, you know, what the human body is naturally intended to eat, which is plant foods. And something that I didn't know prior to becoming vegan is that we're herbivorous animals. So that shocked me. But somewhere in my mind, I knew that I was being lied to. Like, I always knew, like, the government was full of shit. Just naturally, I was a skeptical person. And so I always questioned everything, blah, blah, blah. And I think it's really important to question everything, even your parents, because guess what? Your parents aren't always going to be right. I know that parents are authority figures, and they can only provide you with so much tools and, you know, life lessons in order to, like, push you in the right direction. And your parents have really great intentions, but your parents aren't know-it-alls. Parents are humans too, and they make mistakes too, and that's something that we all need to keep in mind. Your parents don't know everything, and they're just there to provide you with love and the proper tools in order for you to, I don't know, make it out the house when you're 18 or whatever. They're just there to give you that kickstart. But parents are human beings, and they do not know everything. My mom literally believes she knows everything. Like, I had conversations with her. I'm like, Mom, you don't know everything. Like, just admit it. She's like, she actually said, I know everything. No, you don't. You don't know everything. Girl, sit down. Have a seat. In fact, have several seats, girl. So yeah, parents don't know everything, and they are capable of being wrong. So, how did I get into that? So after I watched that speech, I gave my sister a phone call. I'm like, oh my God, Bianca, you have to watch this speech. You have to, like, really watch this speech. It's life-changing. I'm going vegan, or I am vegan, whatever I said. You have to watch the speech, and you have to go vegan too. And she's like, all right, I'll watch it when I get home. Right now, I'm kind of busy. She was, like, somewhere else in a different state. And so she came home the next day, which was on a Monday. She watched it, and she automatically became vegan. Veganism is one of those opportunities that don't roll around too often, simply because the message is somewhat silenced, it's controversial, and vegans are a minority still in the bigger grand scheme of things. And so our voices aren't heard loud enough. I mean, today there's so many vegans speaking out, and we're getting so many views, and our voices is really being heard, like, really loud now, because so many people are speaking up and finding clever ways to get the message out into the world. So I think that's really awesome. But around that time, like, it was a little harder, I guess. Oh my God, am I really saying this? Back in my days, it was harder to be vegan. Like, how old am I, really? I'm only 27. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure we went shopping when she came back home after she had watched the speech and became vegan. I remember we bought, like, soy milk, we bought some vegan meats, veggie meat, I believe Gardein, soy burgers. We just went off on all the vegan options, like all the vegan alternatives. We bought soy milk, coconut milk, veggie meats. I don't think there was vegan cheese options at the time. There is vegan cheese options now in my local grocery store, and I'm talking about the same one that I went to in 2012 after I had became vegan. But now, today, there's, like, so much more options. Ben & Jerry's switched over to vegan. There's So Delicious yogurt, there's silk yogurt, there's silk milks, there's soy cheese, there's so much. You have no idea. There's vegan fish now. Like, companies step their game up with the organic products as well. It's just amazing, just overall, like, the change, and we're only getting stronger, we're only getting better. it's just overall just amazing how far we've come. Cheese puffs, vegan cheese puffs, cheddar squares, vegan marshmallows. Oh my god, I was shocked when I saw the vegan marshmallows. I mean, I'm not a fan of all of these like overly or highly processed vegan foods, but something that I've noticed as a vegan with my diet evolving throughout the years is that I no longer crave these like junk food vegan products as much. Like I'm more, like my diet is more centered around whole foods, whole fresh foods, like rice, beans, pasta, greens, eggplants, potatoes, sweet potatoes, just all of that stuff. I don't think I can go a day without eating rice, beans, kale, broccoli, black eyed peas. Oh my god, I am obsessed with black eyed peas. They only take like 30 minutes to cook and they have a distinct taste. They're just freaking amazing and they're freaking cheap and they're a good source of protein. So yeah, I try to center my diet now around whole fresh foods. So yeah, high carb for the win. Yes, I love carbohydrates. It doesn't matter. If you want to eat, you can eat vegan however you want. There's no rules, or there's really no rules. Like, I feel as though, like, if you want to eat vegan junk food, then eat vegan junk food. If you want to eat the healthy foods, then eat healthy foods. If you want to eat both, then eat both. Personally, I like to eat both, but I like to keep the vegan junk food at like a minimum, like a really minimum. I just don't crave those things as much. I feel my best when I'm eating clean and healthy, and and this is something that I've noticed, and as you can see by my skin, like I just have really great, amazing skin. And so I just feel good when I'm eating good. Gives me mental clarity and physical vanity. Anyways, oh my god, I didn't even tell you guys this. I'm sorry. So like I remember after I saw the Yourofsky speech, I was just obsessed with watching speeches. And so the second speech that I stumbled upon that I really highly recommend, my girl Colleen Patrick-Goudreau, it's called, you might want to type this in, Colleen Patrick-Goudreau, From Excuse-Itarian to Vegan. I feel like when I saw the Yourofsky speech, he really pushed me into becoming the vegan that I needed to become or whatever, and hearing the information that I really needed to hear at the time. But I feel like with Colleen Patrick-Goudreau, she really gave me the tools that I really needed in order to be like the most effective, most compassionate vegan activist that I wanted to become, or that I aspired to become. So that really helped me open up to people. It really helped me see people as people and not see them as, wow, they're just like fucked up meat eaters who don't give a shit about anybody and they only care about themselves and they're just selfish people. And it really was eye-opening, and it really gave me the tools that I needed to see people as people and talk to people and try to plant those seeds of compassion and stuff like that. So I really highly recommend that speech for people who have problems talking to people and who have problems seeing humans as humans. I know that it doesn't always work out for me personally, because I have those days where I'm like, oh, I just hate people. As you may know from some of my older videos or previous videos where I explain that I hate humans. I just want to clear up some things. I don't hate humans. I don't hate anybody. I just hate that animals have to suffer unnecessarily when they don't have to. So something that I'm really working on and learning how to do is taking that hate and turning it into effective vegan activism, as opposed to taking that hate and projecting it upon non-vegans. And so we have to remember that we weren't always vegan, and we are just doing our best. We're just trying to become better people and stuff like that. And yeah, so I don't know what else to say from here besides go watch the best speech you'll ever hear by Yourofsky, and then go soak in that other speech by Colleen Patrick-Goudreau, From Excuse-Itarian to Vegan. And those were the speeches that really got me on the vegan bandwagon. It got me inspired, motivated, and yeah. I'm 4 years vegan, going strong. I'll never ever go back. Some people say never, but I am telling you I will never go back to consuming animal products. But I am always willing to help people who are considering a new, healthy, compassionate lifestyle. So till then, peace and love. Literally, peace and love.